Hello everyone, hope you've been doing well. Welcome to this Who to Summon video. Let's get to it straight away. So yeah, I've been seeing this question pop up quite a decent amount, so I decided to make a video on it. So yeah, right now we have Bright Senya on on banner for like 6 more days, and after that we have Haste and Yufine coming up. Yeah, I don't think anyone's wondering about FCC and SSV, so yeah, we have Haste and Yufine. So to make things like, let's just keep it simple. My recommendation would be pull for Haste. And after that, honestly, it doesn't matter all that much. It's gonna be like, I think you can just pull whoever you prefer between Yufine and Senya and whoever you have the best gear for, basically. Yufine is in a pretty bad spot since Genoa was released. Like, she wasn't even all that strong like before him, but now you have Genoa, you have Elvira, you have Laia, you have Haste that one-taps her, you have Senya that almost one-taps her. She's not doing too well, to put things like, yeah, to make things simple, she isn't doing too well, so she's still a nice unit to have. In some games she's okay, but overall she's a pretty, she's like, I think she's like B tier right now, something like that. Like, I don't think she's that much better than that. You'll draft her from time to time, but like that's about it. And it's kind of the same for Senya in my opinion if you play slow. Senya is a good unit. She's definitely a strong unit, but she doesn't really synergize with the turn 2 playstyle because, well, simply put, she has no synergy with anything turn 2. Like, you don't really want to draft her alongside mitigation. Don't really want to draft her alongside Laia, don't really want to draft her alongside the DDR draft. So yeah, like there's not much point in drafting her overall if you play slow. And if you play fast though, I think she's definitely a pretty strong unit. But yeah, for slow players, nah, not so much. Like again, you'll draft her from time to, kinda like Yufine, you'll draft her from time to time in like against weird drafts, but that's about it. I think she's at her strongest for slow players. I think she's at her strongest against Ran, but I have yet to see a Ran player that doesn't pre-ban her or first pick her. So yeah, overall she's kinda hard to draft. Like I have a pretty good Senya, almost never draft her. Yeah, kinda the same for Yufine. And yeah, the reason why I recommend Haste over those two is because Haste can go in any draft, any playstyle. Like it's pretty much never a bad pick. Like he isn't a niche situational unit. It's just you can almost always pick him. Like, don't think he's a good first pick. Obviously, he's a good first pick. If you play slow, you might not want to first pick him, but even then, like you can late pick him almost like every game. Like he's just that strong. He's just a very, very strong unit overall. He fits every playstyle. He fits almost every draft. Yeah, like he's just a very strong unit overall. So anyway, maybe we just go over build real quick if you want to play them, because why not? So let's start with Haste maybe. Yeah, this is my Haste. I don't think you really want anything aside from bulk on him. Like, there's not much of a point. I mean, you can, but like, there's not much of a point. Yeah, you just want bulk and that's it. You can go some effectiveness if you want, because a lot of people are playing 100 ER right now because of him. You can also go some ER instead. Never go both of those, it's just way too much gear score. But yeah, if you wanna give him like a bit of effectiveness, a bit of ER, it's okay. It's not always gonna be bad. Sometimes it's gonna help you out, but overall, just bulk is better. Speed doesn't matter all that much, like around like 180 is fine, I think, and then you just go pure bulk. And yeah, you always want counter Celestine though. Like, counter Celestine is just way too strong. It's the reason why he's so good. So, because yeah, you can proc his S2 of his S1 when he strips. I mean, yeah, actually it's all his S1, but yeah. You can just S1 into extra attack, into heal your entire team back to full HP, so pretty good overall. Then who do we have? Yufine. My Yufine hasn't changed in a while. You can do. Oh no, yeah. No, actually, sorry. I made her a bit faster recently to try out the build, but I almost never get to draft her because, as I said, she's kinda niche right now. So yeah. I know. I know if I'll stick with this build, but like overall, I tried base speed, it's garbage. So you go 170, like around, I think the average build for Yufine should be like 170 speed or so. And then you go like really high defense, really high, like higher HP than that, like 18k plus, and as much crit damage as you can. You can go lifesteal. If you go lifesteal, usually you go, what's it called? You go Lisak. But Holy Sack, in my opinion, is only good versus cleave, and otherwise you go Elbris, and you can go either lifesteal or destruction. Like both are fine. Doesn't matter all that much, honestly. I don't think it's I don't think it matters all too much. And then finally, yes, Senya. Just want speed and bulk. Artifact. If you want to play her against Ran, Bastion is best in slot. Otherwise, you can go 3F. You can even go Holy Sack, like again, doesn't matter that much. She doesn't particularly synergize with anything. In theory, she's really good with 3F because like it's a shit ton of damage. But in reality, you won't really get to S3, like you won't really get to proc your S2 a lot of ton with her because if you S2, you usually win the game because it's like a 20k AoE nuke. Like, no, 20k, like 20k with 3F. Without 3F, it's like 15k AoE nuke. Yeah, most people are gonna try to kill her before she gets to S2, right? So 3F is good in theory, in practice, you don't really need it. So 3F Bastion or 3F Bastion or even Holy Sack doesn't really matter too much. And then just bulk and speed. For speed, you can go like anything above like 210, I think is fine. Mine is 220. I had her 230 before, like 235 I think, but when I play her against Genoa usually, and mine is 228. So I just tuned her so she goes right after him, right? Because your S3 pushes your backline 30%. So ideally you don't want to waste that. And yeah, if she goes like 2% ahead of your backlines, like you don't get much out of it. So yeah, tune her to go either much before your backline or right after your backline. Alright. Yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope that helped some of you. And hope you have a great day.